Hello, good day everyone. I am Adekunle Babatunde, software developer, Powersoft Integrated Solutions, Ikeja, Lagos. Today I'll be taking us through our power insurance brokerage system. It's a software system that is meant for insurance brokers all across the nation of Nigeria. It's very friendly and easy to use, so I'll be taking us through the functionalities one after another. Yeah, so this is our login page. We have the email address and also the password is requested when you want to log in. So you type your email address, like mine is adekunletunde05@gmail.com, then my password also, then I click sign up as it is login. But if I don't have an account, I have to sign up to create a new account, and to do that I click sign up, fill in the necessary details, the broker name, the broker address, the phone number, email address and password. The email address and the password is the one that you will always use whenever you want to log in. And I click sign up and we are almost good to go after we confirm. Now I have email address and password already, that is an account created, so I'll be using this my own personal account to log in and also to take us through the usage of this power insurance brokerage system. Click login. Yeah, it comes into this area we call the dashboard. When you sign up for the first time, our application gives you 30 days free license and usage. It allows you to operate this application for 30 days for free. That is like a test, like a trial version. Yeah, so use the application for 30 days for free to do everything you want to do. Then after 30 days you need to pay in order to perform some things. So now I created my own account about 21 days ago, so I have 9 days left before the software expires. Okay, this is the dashboard as it is well written already here, boldly written. The dashboard is a summary page that shows us a summary of the documents that we have, the major documents we have. We have the policies that were created recently. It gives me the top 5 policies. I think I have only 3 policies here on this system, that's why it's giving me 3. On my claims, it's giving me the top 5 claims. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so even if I have 200 or whatever, it's gonna give me the summary of the top 5 for claims. The debit note also is also here. So the dashboard just displays a summary of what we have here on our system. Now right here is a menu tab. When we click here, it's like we have tried to click on the menu, and here displays a drop down that really displays all of that menu for this application. So this one is the dashboard that we have in presently. I want to move to the underwriters. Now the underwriter are the list of all insurance brokers or all insurance companies we have in Nigeria, or let me just say major insurance companies we have in Nigeria as of today. They are included in this, under this underwriter. So tomorrow a new one may come up, and we are trusting we are going to add it to the application as they emerge. But now these ones are just the list of all the major insurance companies that are present in Nigeria as of today, and they are arranged alphabetically. From Africa Alliance Insurance Company, we have Africa Alliance and General Insurance Company Limited. alliance and general insurance, life assurance, and so on and so forth. So we can also go to the second page, to the fifth page. We continue to see them like that. So that's just underwriters allows us to know the particular insurance company that we need to access. Clients are actually people that want to insure particular things per time. So when a new client, assuming I am an insurance broker like Adekunle Tunde, now a new client is coming to me. Let me say Michael James is coming to me, wants to insure something. The first thing I have to do is to have his name first registered on my machine, on my software. So I come here under the clients and it brings me to this page. I have two major tabs: view clients and create clients. The view clients allow me to see the list of all clients that have been created previously on my software. And if I want to create a new client, I use this tab, create client. Now it's asking me to enter a client ID. You will look at it closely. Every client must have a unique ID. These are the client ID here. This one is 1, this is 2, this is 3. Then the next one must be 4. So it's because I can't enter any of this ID again for any other person. Everybody must have a unique matric number in school. So also every client must have a unique client ID on this application. So I come here, I enter 4, then I say Michael James, then I say 121 Ogba Road off Oba Accra, Keja. Then I enter my phone number, then email address for the client, TA, okay, at yahoo.com, MJ at yahoo.com. Great. We have customer created successfully. Customer created, yeah, is a message. So when I go back to my view clients, number 4 is also added, Michael James, 121 Ogba Road off Obakran, Ikeja, and we are good to go. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to enter the business class and the risk. Now, just like the client page, we're able to see the view clients tab and the create clients. So also under business class, we have view business class, create business class. View business classes is meant for us to view all the business classes that we have created previously, while create business class allows us to create new business class that is not included in the list of created business classes. And we also have view risk type, which allows us to view all the risk that have been created previously. And we also have create risk, which also allows us to create new risk. So as insurance brokers, I believe you all know what a business class is and what a risk is and what the risk is. So I'll just go ahead to creating the business class. The business class as it is almost like the elements of insurance, and the risk is the kind of risk upon the elements. Now I want to create a new business class. Okay, before I create the risk, I must first create the business class, because the risk can only be applied to a business class that has been created. Like for example, if you say fire outbreak, or you say theft is a risk that can be applied to an element, like a car, like 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 phone, laptops and the likes. So now I'm gonna create my business class by entering the business class ID. Okay, like I said earlier, client ID, each client must have a unique ID. So also each business class must also have a unique business class ID. This one is having two, that one must be two. This one is one, the next one must be two. So I use two. Business class name, let me call it iPhone 6. Description, business class for iPhone. Now the broker's commission, that's the commission that the broker gets. Let me say 10%. And now I create. I get a message, business class created successfully. So when I go back, I've seen my iPhone 6 has been added to the grid. Now we go to the view risk, create risk. This is a risk that have been created before. Theft has been created upon a business class. Now I'm going to create a new risk. I'll select the business class. That's why I said the business class must be created before the risk, because the risk will be applied to a business class. iPhone 6 is what I want to say. Then I can call the risk type. If theft has been created before, I don't need to create it again. It's only a risk that does not appear, that is not available on the system, that we create. Now I'll call this risk type ID must also be unique, because now business class ID here is 1, risk type ID is 1. So the next risk type ID must be 2, because no two risk type I must carry the same ID. So I'll use here 2. Risk type name, let me say damage. Let me call it fire. Broker's commission 10%. Create. It's telling me risk type created. We can see it's clearly above here. Risk type has been created. Okay. So if I build the risk type, I will also see it here. Risk type ID 2 is applied to business class ID 2, which is the business class ID 2 we are talking about is the iPhone 6. The car is 1, this one is 2. Okay, now we are through with business class and risk. We just have to move ahead to the next one by creating the policy. Okay, so I will just quickly display how to create and view policy. For example, we have 2 tabs like we've always said. We have the view documents and the create documents. The view allows us to view policies that have been created in time past, Why the creates only allows us to create new documents. So I'm going to try to create a new document now. This one auto generates number by itself for the documents. The last document number was 3. Now the system knows that the next one should be 4. The client ID, let me choose Michael James that we just created. So it means only clients that have been created can be seen here, because this document policy page does not allow us to enter names of clients dynamically, but it pulls it by itself from the database. So some insured, let me say 2000 was insured. Let me say this one also. I want to select the start date. Let me say today. The end date. Let me just use 2017. On the right side, that's one of those insurance company. Vendors rate. Select business class. Select risk. Fire. Policy decision. Good. Create. On clicking create, this allows us to add items to this. So what we are trying to say now is that we can actually add items, like we want to add a new item, like say screen. Some insured, only the screen of the phone. Phone screen. Let me now say the sum of that one is 3000. I can add it, then I click OK, and we are good to go. It has been added. Michael James has been added, and that's it. We are good to go on that. Okay, now the next thing is for us to go to the notes. Notes, actually they are like invoices. Notes are like invoices that okay, notes are like the invoices that we issue out before payment is being made. So in insurance we have two kind of notes when it comes to insurance brokerage. We have the debit notes and the credit notes. The debit note is actually what is given to the client by the insurance broker to tell them that this certain amount is meant to be paid for this policy that you are requesting, while the credit note will be in turn given to the insurance company, because they are the ones that are going to insure the clients on whatever thing he or she wants to insure. Okay, so we also have view notes and create notes. View notes allows us to view all the notes that we have created in time past, while create notes allow us to create new notes. So we are going to try to create a new note now from the scratch. Okay, a minute also. Alright, so we are going to try to create a new note from the scratch. So this the note number that is auto generated 7. I'll select the note type, debit notes or credit notes. So I'm going to create debit note. I'll select the policy. Policy 4 was the last policy that was created for us for Michael James, one we just created. I'll select policy 4. It has automatically brought the amount that was actually made for this. Now I'll select the dates and I'll now describe it. Debit note for policy. Create. It's telling me debit note created, debit note details added. Alright, so if I go and view my notes, I will see it there already in 7. This is the new one we just created now. So the note has been created successfully. We have note 7 that we just created now. Now I would like to show you guys something. I can print out this debit note anytime I want, all by choosing select. On clicking on select, a page appears down that displays the summary of what this notes entails. So by clicking on print, I'll be able to view the documents here. This is the debit note for this particular person, Michael James, and you can print it out anytime and we are good to go. So that's about creating the notes. Now we also have receipts that will be given to the customer after the payment has been made. That's after the debit note has been issued and they've made payments. They also need to collect the receipt from time to time. So now, like, we have two tabs in creating clients. We have view receipts and create receipt. I believe you guys are familiar with this already. View receipts and create receipt. View receipts allows us to view all receipts that we've created. Create receipts allow us to create new receipts. Now I'm trying to create a new receipt. The system knows that the next receipt number should be 3 because we have RN1 and RN2, so the next one will be RN3. It's now telling me to select debit ID. That's the number of the debit notes that has been created that I want to give receipt for. The last one we created was 7, so I want to give a receipt for, let me say, you're supposed to pay 20,000, but let me just say we paid 15,000. Then the date, let me just say today is the date. Payment made. Great. Now we have a message, receipt created. So when we go back to check, we can see that receipt number 3 has been added to what we have initially. So we can also print receipt by selecting. When we click select, we see the panel drop, then we click print, which allows us to print out the receipt for that particular transaction. Alright, let's move ahead. So also we have claims register. Claims is like the beauty and the major purpose why customers will want to ensure that if anything happens, they can make a claim and retrieve their money back. Now, when we come to the claim menu, we have 2 tabs also, the view claim and the create claim. The view claim model allows us to view all the claims that have been created, while create allows us to create new claims. Now, we are now under view claims. You can see now that we have a lot of claims, say 9 claims. created. Now I want to create a new one for myself. I'll say from here. So I want to create a claim now. I'll click create. We have claim number 10 is the next one. The system spots that automatically. The claim is for a policy for or whatever policy we want to make claim on. Then the description of incidents: fire, consumed iPhone 6. Okay. The stock cost, let me say 2,000. Client costs 10,000. Now I can also enter proof documents. Let me see document 1. Documents of study of claims. So it has been added. I can also add an attachment. Whatever attachment I want to add that's like gonna be in JPEG format, I will just add it by selecting the particular file, browse to wherever the picture is, and once you have a picture in your system, I don't think I have a picture now. When I have a picture, I can easily open it, then upload it here, and the picture displays here. Then click OK. Everything is done. Even the new claim has been added here as claim 10. So if I want to create new claim now, it's going to tell me it's 11 automatically. Now if I come to view claim, I can also select and print. By selecting, I will see a panel down, and I will also be able to print the claims that have been made. Okay. Then we can also download manual. The manual we download will really tell us how to use this application in written form, as it is downloaded already just by clicking on the download manual link. I've downloaded it, so I can go back to wherever it is, extract it. Okay, then I'm trying to locate the manual. Extract here. Okay. Okay. Online Pibro. This is it. Yeah. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. This is the downloading manual to make it easier for me to actually locate what I've extracted. I'll put it in a new folder called new folder 2. I place the manual there, then I extract everything here. This is it. So it means I can actually study the PDF on how to use this application, and the PDF will explain everything to us step by step. Okay, so let's continue with it. Then also we can now subscribe. Subscription is like we want to make payment for the application when we want to use the application. After the license has expired or anytime we want to use the application, you just click subscribe, and presently the application costs 15,000 naira per month as at now. I will enter the amount I want to pay for, say 30,000. It's going to tell me 30,000 is for a duration of 2 months. Merchant commission is this, and click OK to make payment. Once I click the OK to make payment, it directs me to the payment site where I need to enter my ATM card or whatever credit card number and make payment for the license. Once that is done, the system automatically give you license for the period of time you've paid for. And today we have come to the end of this application. That's how to use this application. I hope this video tutorial is really helpful for you, and I hope this video tutorial was really helpful again, and you can go through it over and over again alongside the downloaded manual. Whenever you have any issue, and I trust you'll definitely find your way around this user-friendly application. Thank you so much. God bless you.